The picks and the bans are going to be getting underway here very shortly. Everyone's raring to go. Everyone's here. Everyone's ready, I do believe, from the chat. Both captains have said they're ready, so we should be able to get this going for you guys pretty quickly. I'm definitely excited, and for multiple reasons. I think we're going to have some great games, but I'm also excited to find out who my team is going to be playing tomorrow. There's going to be 3 series today. We're going to have Toxic Youth playing second place first, but then we're going to have another matchup, and then the winner of that is going to be the person who plays us. So we can take a look at the brackets right now, guys, and as you can see, it is going to be Toxic Youth second place going up against each other, and then it's going to be a Fig from the Beach versus Bleached Bones. Those 2 winners will move on, and then the winner of that series will move on to the lower bracket finals, where we're still waiting. And then obviously tomorrow we're going to have the lower bracket finals as well as the grand finals, where everybody loves Zirian is waiting for whoever comes out from lower bracket. So should be some good games. I'm definitely excited to find out what happens, and I think this is going to be a really good matchup. A lot of people have been saying Toxic Youth is the best European team. Maybe it hasn't turned out quite that way. A lot of people, I think, maybe are thinking that Zirian is a harder team now, with Toxic Youth having fallen down. But Toxic Youth still, dominant in the group stages. Very, very good team. And I think this could be a close matchup. They have the best setups, I think, out of any team in this tournament. They have the ability to run literally every overpowered setup in the entire game. They can run everything. If you take a look at the bans page here, I'll drag it over for you guys, and just look at all the classes that they have on their team. Look at all the setups that they can run. Every player has an entire deck of classes that they can play here, basically. Whereas you have Kiz, you have Krill, they can only play one thing apiece. Soda can really only play 2 classes. Venruki's not going to play as Monk, he's only really playing a Mage. Snuts can play a Feral and a Warlock, but I mean, you have two classes for Soda, 2 classes for Snuts, and basically 1 for everyone else. So you compare that to Toxic Youth, and you're just looking at so many classes that they can play, so many specs that they can play. Not everyone can play every class that's listed. Some of them are obviously kind of just fakes and stuff, but still, it's definitely a crazy amount of setups that they can play. And we are going to be having these guys getting ready right now with the picks and the bans. Looks like they have locked in ready. Yeah. Alright, well, second place is ready at least, so we're just waiting on the other team to lock in. And I think Toxic Youth should be ready here. Toxic Youth says they're ready, so they just have to hit it, and then we're going to be getting going. So guys, I am Azael. If you're not familiar with me, you can follow me on Twitter at Azael. You can tweet to me throughout the day. Let me know who you're cheering for. Let me know who you want to see play. And let me know what your predictions are, who's going to come through out of this lower bracket. I'm definitely excited to hear it. And with that, we have lock in. Everyone probably just going to ban out Kiz. Kiz is the obvious ban. It's immediate. Kiz is going to be banned out. And Bluckstack actually going to be the ban there for second place. Interesting that they're going to go with the Affliction Warlock ban, honestly. I think that most people go with the Feral or the Ellie, and there is the immediate Feral pick from Toxic Youth. So they're going to let that Feral Druid come in. Venruki's going to be the first pick here for second place, and if I'm second place now, I'm banning the Ellie. You don't want to fight against Ellie Feral. You really don't. I think that should be the immediate ban from them. Should be the Ellie Shaman. We'll see if they're going to go with that. And as far as Venruki, I think that we're going to see the Resto Druid ban would be the smartest ban from Toxic Youth. I think if they ban out Soda, that limits them very heavily. It means that they can only play Mage Lock Priest or FMP with Snuts Orange. So, yep, those are the obvious bans. That's what comes out, and that's what it's going to be. So, it is going to be the Resto Druid getting banned out. So it's going to have to be MLP or FMP. So either way, Soda's going to be playing as Priest. Krill and Kiz are not going to be playing. It's just going to be Snuts, Soda, and Venruki. The only question is whether Snuts is going to be on the Warlock or the Feral Druid. As far as Toxic Youth, I'm not sure what they're going to go with here. I mean, they could go with, you know, a demo lock or something like that along with a feral druid. They could also go Shadow Priest. I think FES would be the most intelligent decision for them. Playing that Shadow Priest feral Resto Shaman, I think that's the best setup that they could play, and I think that would give them a big advantage in the series. But they're going to go with a Disc Priest, so interesting. You know, maybe Knees can actually play a Mage. I'm not sure about that. They could also go with a Hunter. They could have Swapsy on the Hunter and play Feral Hunter Priest. BM Hunter, there it is. So as I said, you know, Toxic can literally play every single overpowered setup in the game. Everyone. They can play everything. So they're just going to pick whatever setup they think is the biggest counter to their opponents, and that's how they pretty much do it. You know, I don't think they really pick based on, oh, we're the best at this setup, or oh, we have the most practice with this setup, or we can outplay them. They just look for the biggest counter comp, and they always try to play the biggest counter comp, you know, with the strongest classes, and that's their strategy. You know, whereas second place here is going to be playing Priest, Mage, Warlock. You know, it's going to be Snuts, Van Rookie, and Soda. And this is going to be a very tough setup for them. You know, the Disc Priest, Feral Druid, BM Hunter, these are all ideal specs that Toxic Youth has been allowed to play on this very strong setup. So it's going to be pretty scary, I think. I think it's going to be pretty scary for second place. So I don't think it's a setup that I would really want to be playing against as second place. Alright, so guys, just going to be getting invited into this group here, hopefully. We'll find out if they're already on Horde, if they're going to be on Alliance. Okay, so it's going to be Toxic Youth. I'm going to be with Toxic Youth, I do believe, and then going to be the German, is it German? I forget, I don't know if it's like yeah, no it's not, maybe it's GR or something. Oh, what is that? Maybe GER. Nope. I need to find what the directory is for this flag on the add-on. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, it's Germany. Okay. Germany. There we go. And then we're going to have second place. Second place as the Canada team. Cool. Alright, so we'll see when I get invited and what they're going to be playing on. I know D is the normal abbreviation, guys, for Germany. I know that, but it's not how it's done. It's just whatever he named the files, whatever that like Badrak named the files in his add-on. So some of them are abbreviations, some of them are just things like that, and some of them are full words. So anyway, let's see here. I can close that. Close this. Just waiting to find out if I'm going to be on Horde or Alliance, I guess, and hopefully get this going pretty quickly for you guys. Brad tweets, support your Ben Rookie, and yeah, support Ben Rookies, guys. Okay. Just waiting to find out where we're going to be. Yeah, so just waiting for the teams to respond and let us know where we're going to be on, and yeah. Alright, here we go. There's the invite. Okay, so let's try to add all these people now. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do everything. It is, wait, no, name aliases. Okay, let's go. Botar Druid. Botar. Add name alias. Knees. Swap C. Cool. Okay. Now I gotta add them here. Botar, swap C, knees. Perfect. Alright guys, so we're going to be starting things off on the Grand Arena. It is the first best of 3 of the day, first series of the day as well. It's going to be Toxic Youth going up against second place. We have Toxic Youth playing the Feral Druid Disc Priest, BM Hunter with Swapsy, Botar, and Knees. They're going to be going up against second place Venruki, Soda, Snuts. Going to be playing Affliction, Warlock, Frost Mage, and that Holy Priest. So that's going to be the matchup. Second place, one of the 2 North American teams in the tournament. It's a 16-team tournament. 14 of the teams were European, so it'd be interesting to see if second place can get all the way through the lower bracket and maybe have 2 North American teams in the top 3. That'd be pretty cool. But who knows if it's going to happen or not, man. Toxic Youth can be a very tough matchup, and I think that honestly, I think Toxic Youth is the favorite here. I think that they have the stronger setup for this tournament, so I think that they're definitely in a good spot to take it. And obviously the European fans are going to be happy to hear that, and I think that it could go either way. But if I had to bet, I think Toxic Youth would be probably the safe bet. Okay, so there we go. Gates open. Going on in. Just have to add Snuts and all them. Or maybe I have them added from yesterday. Do I? Okay, let's go. Second place, let's go. I think they should actually all be added from yesterday, so I think it should be okay. Yeah, it looks like they are. Secrets. Perfect, it saves it. That's splendid. Okay. Just have to wait for them to load. Okay, good. Everything looks good. Alright, gonna start this countdown. Gonna stop that music. And here we go, guys. This is going to be the first game of the first best of 3. Botar, Swapsy, Knees for Toxic Youth. Going to be going up against Venruki, Snuts, and Soda for second place here. Venruki charging in, going to try to look for that Pet Nova. Does get both Swapsy and Knees. We're going to have to find out if they're going to be able to actually pop out that Feral Druid, but the Feral Druid's going to open up right away here onto Venruki. Venruki in the pounce, going to sit through that. Lightwell's down already. Snuts looking like he's going to get Scatter Trap. No, the Pet does eat it. Soda into the clone, though. Snuts going to get feared off by that Psyfiend. Does pop his Will immediately. We can see Snuts already has his Demon Soul popped here as well. PI is going to be up there both for Soda and Knees. And right now, Venruki down dangerously low across the map. May actually have to block immediately. Is going to have to block right there. Botar goes into the Ring of Frost. He's going to get expelled out of that. But first Ice Block already having been used. Venruki does have his Trinket. So does Soda. Soda, though, into the full fear. May have to Will here. We do see Guardian Spirit up on Venruki. Venruki now trying to pull back, trying to get some damage out here onto Swapsy. Swapsy down about half HP. Sitting in that Feign Death is going to have to deter as Alter Time procs were being popped there by Venruki. But the full Sheep coming out on Knees. Knees unable to death that. Alter Time still has those last procs up from that Alter Time earlier, and Temporal Shield being used here. Scatter Trap comes in onto Snuts. No CC on Soda, though, so it's just going to be dispelled, and Swapsy using his second deter there. I really feel like that CC should probably be on Soda and not on Snuts. It's just going to get dispelled off him without any cross CC coming in. So the Scatter Trap's not really accomplishing too much here for Toxic Youth. And now Snuts, Venruki, Soda look like they may have stabilized here. Botar back out here onto Venruki. The Goat, though, getting targeted down. 30k HP. Venruki slaying that Goat. Looks like it is going to get some heals, though. Will be able to survive for now. And Venruki trying to shatter it, trying to take it out. First Goat looking like it's going to go down. It's getting Soul Drained by Snuts. It will fall. Does he have Heart of the Phoenix? That's the question now. He does. The Goat comes right back out. He's trying to revive. Maybe that was the second one. I'm not sure. But Botar just sitting on this mage, and he's trying to get as much damage out on Venruki as possible, trying to shut him down. Soda way behind on mana from Knees, but will it even matter? Deep Freeze comes in on a Swapsy. The Trinket and the PS both overlap. There's the Disengage as well. Disengages back into the wall. We do see that there's a Chastise onto Knees. Knees going to throw his Chastise onto Soda as well. Swapsy down 150k HP. Needs to get some heals here. The penance is coming in. Soda throwing out that shield, spamming out the flash shields as well here in the back. Going to get scattered. Will Venruki be able to eat the trap? He does. Nice job there by Venruki covering for Soda there, but Soda is going to be put into the disorient. Venruki dipping dangerously low. Is going to get a crit Serenity heal there. Soda now silenced on the flash heal. Venruki going to have to block if he has another one, but oh my god, that was close. 40k HP there for Venruki as he goes into the next ice block. This is his last one. Snuts has Demon Soul back up now though, trying to get the pressure rolling. Will he be able to do it? Spreading those dots around very well is Snuts. You can see full dots up on everyone right now from this team. Needs to be CC though. There's the CS on the Knees on the life swap. Deter comes in. Disengage comes in from Swapsy. Will they be able to survive? Both Knees and Swapsy dangerously low here, but Venruki, remember, he has no ice blocks. If they can stabilize, could be trouble. Stampede coming out there from the Hunter. You can see the Ring Frost is down though, and every Stampede pet just got instantly rung. Great job there, Venruki. We can see the orb coming out. Going to give him a million procs off all those pets. He's just kiting all the pets through the orb. He's going to be getting non-stop procs from that. Non-stop Fingers of Frost. We see Venruki though, caught far away from Soda. There's a trinket on the deep freeze by Botar. Botar trying to finish Venruki off here as Soda still split from him. Soda though looking for the CC on the Knees. He gets the Psychic Scream off the Howl. Can they get anything done with this? Snuts trying to finish off Swapsy, but Venruki's actually going to turn around on Botar. He gets Skull Bash on the Frostbolt though. Knees into the MCS. Can he get the Polymorph out on him? Doesn't look like it. Venruki blinks forward. Botar dangerously low. Swapsy getting pretty low here. Venruki in trouble as well though. Soda is basically completely but Knees going to be fully sheeped, and Botar could go down here. Botar is going to have to disperse. What do they have off that? Knees going to be full feared now. He needs to get out of this, but the NS comes up from Botar. Swapsy needs to be LOSing. He has to get away from this damage. Soda knows he needs to go for a drink, and I think this is the time to do it, but really, can he do it? He has 600 mana. Knees is full mana. If he can just top his team, they're going to win. They just need to stop Soda from drinking. The Hymn of Hope coming out now from Soda. Knees still at 270,000 mana. Soda gets about 70k back from the Hymn mana, but that's about to disappear here very, very shortly. They just have to survive, and they're going to take this game. CS has come in on Swapsy. I don't know. I guess it was for the pet summon, but I'm not sure if the pet did get out or not. It looks like the pet didn't get out, so they were able to stop that once again. The goat has died, and they're just going to try to sit on this Hunter and stop him from ever getting another pet. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. There's the camo coming in for him. Venruki looking for damage here on a Swapsy, but this Feral Druid just sitting on his back, and Soda still dangerously low on mana here. They're not on their Lightwell either, so they're not going to have that to help him out. Soda at 11,000 mana right now. PI being popped by both priests once again. DR Psychic Stream comes in on Knees. Deep Freeze on a Swapsy. The UA Dispel was on Knees. Inner Focus coming out. Deter comes up once again. He's going for the Revive pet. Do they have a CS for it? They do. He's going to be locked on that Revive. He's not going to be able to get it off. Nice job by Snuts on that. And Venruki still should have his CS as well. Alter Time being proc there by Venruki. Going to bring himself back up to pretty high HP. Swapsy trying to run away here. He may be able to get this Revive. Can Venruki go for the Blink CS? I'm not sure. But Botar at the same time getting really low. The goat is back out. But can they survive? Botar, the PS is about to expire. He's charging into the middle at no HP, and he's going to go down. I don't know why he ran back out. He could have just gone behind the pillar. He was back here behind the pillar. PS ended, and he just ran back out. I guess he thought he had to stop some CC or something, but expose himself completely, and he's going to go down there. And second place, going to take game one, with Soda being just completely for a long time. But, you know, great play from both sides. But second place going to be the ones who come out on top. If you can see the damage, the top damage here, we have the damage dealt as well. You know, Snuts putting out 4.1 million, Venruki 3.3, 3.9 million or so for Swapsy, for Botar rather, 2.4 for. No, I should probably leave so they can actually queue up. But yeah, we see quite a lot of damage here, man. That would be a crit UA Dispel from Snuts. Frostbolt, obviously 77,000 Frostbolt, pretty crazy. So, anyway, it's going to be a 1-0 lead now for second place there. Toxic Youth looked like they were in a good position to take that game, but just not able to hold on, unfortunately. Botar saying you DC'd. Yeah, 2 minutes 11 seconds in CC there. Pretty crazy. Yeah, Snuts actually CC'd more than Soda here, a minute 22. Yeah, I wonder if that's really the right decision, though. You know, doing that, doing all that CC on Snuts instead of Soda, I'm not sure. I mean, it's like, you know, they were scatter trapping Snuts quite a bit, And to me, that's an interesting choice. I mean, sometimes it can really work out if you can cross CC. You know, normally when you CC the Warlock, though, you're going on the healer, so the healer can't dispel it. But in this case, they were going on Vanruki and CCing Snuts, and so Soda was able to dispel a lot of that, I felt. But you know, it's obviously still annoying for Snuts. It still breaks up a lot of their damage, stops a lot of their CC and stuff. So I guess they just feel like as long as they don't let them get the CC out on these, they're going to win. And I think that's probably true because you know they had full mana when they lost, and Soda was tapped, so. If they could have survived, I think that they could have been able to take that. We got some more tweets here. Some people cheering here for the Germans. It says Forza Germans, Toxic Youth, and you know some more Go EU. Sorry, Ben. People want Krill to play, and hashtag down goes Ben Rookie. What do you think second place thinks of when they ban? What did EG discuss? Hashtag 4 points to LeBron. What do they think of when they ban? I mean, it just depends. It's hard to know. It's hard to ban against Toxic Youth because, like I said, they can play everything. So it's hard to know what they're gonna pick. So, I mean, they're just thinking, what can we get that we're the most comfortable playing? You know, what can we try to force them into that we're gonna be the most comfortable playing with the setup that we're getting? And you're trying to really lead them towards a specific setup while getting the setup that you want yourself. So or a setup that you realistically can pick yourself. So you know that's the kind of stuff that they'd be thinking about. But anyway, second place, you know, up 1-0 in the first best of 3. We're gonna find out if they can take it. They're definitely you know add a little advantage. Maybe gonna have some momentum here now going forward. Into the second game, you know, taking this first best of 3 is important. I mean, I think that it's like, of course you can come back if you lose the first best of 3, and you know teams have done it, you know, a bunch of times throughout the tournament, but it's demoralizing to lose the first best of 3. It just is. It doesn't feel good, and I mean, you're definitely in a situation where you're maybe not as comfortable as you would be otherwise. Let's I have to just move this UI scale back and forth, and then it'll be fixed. I forgot to do that before we went to the game, so okay, everything should be good now. So the frame, yeah, that's much better. Okay, match starts in 15 seconds. Here we go. Gonna be starting that countdown for you guys. So this is it, game 2 here. This is Toxic Youth map pick. They did lose game 1. It's Toxic Youth versus second place. Second place up 1-0 so far. We're going to have Vanruki, Snuts, and Soda on the MLP going up against Anise, Botar, and Swapsy playing this jungle cleave. We see Swapsy pushing forward here. The gate already down for Snuts. We have the flare going down. Chastise came out on Swapsy there. Snuts going to be pounced. They're going to be going hard on him. Psychic Scream on everyone. The Psyfiend doing work now as well. Soda going to sit through that. Is that the right choice? Snuts might just die here. He has to use every single defensive cooldown. Now there's the clone onto Soda, and Snuts in a lot of trouble. He gates out, but every cooldown's already gone from Snuts. Shield wall, healing cooldowns, pet sack, everything is gone. Soda's in the full trap. I think this is it. I think Snuts is dead, guys. 20k HP, and he is almost guaranteed to go down. 4k HP. Are you kidding me? There goes Snuts. That's that. Toxic, you take the first game instantly in this. Sorry, the second game instantly. And I mean, that is the damage. That is the power of Jungle Cleave. That was just, I don't even know, man. That was ridiculous. Snuts just got absolutely rocked. And they had to get out of there, man. They have to get out of there faster than that. I think if, you know, Snuts just has to try to trinket that pounce and just port, or trinket the pounce and port, or trinket the pounce and just gate. You have to be out of there instantly. Even the healing cooldowns, the full defensive cooldowns, don't do anything. I mean, it's like, you can pop every defensive cooldown at once. It's not going to help you through that damage. You know, Toxic Youth did over 1 million damage in that game. It was a 40-second game, and you have to think that a lot of that time was before they started attacking Snuts and after Snuts died. So it was about 1 million damage in like 20 seconds or so, which is pretty insane. I mean, Toxic Youth got really good CC there out on Soda. They forced the trinket. They got the full CC. And Snuts just got absolutely rocked, and I think that playing Dark Bargain is a really good choice against something like this as well, because Petsack just isn't really going to do that much for you, honestly. If you're just going to die instantly through their damage, you need to be Dark Bargain. And maybe if he was Dark Bargain, he could have lived until the Void Shift went off. It looks like it did go off there for Soda, but that means that it was as he died, or perhaps it was on Vanruki or something after he died, but it might have been one of those same time things, but I didn't see it go off before Snuts died, so it could have just been later. You might have just pressed it. But yeah, I think that definitely maybe has to play Dark Bargain against something like that. But just so much CC, man, onto Soda. Really crazy CC onto him. Good chain from Toxic Youth, and that's going to be enough to get them the kill. New Grand Arena is going to pick here for 2nd place, and I think that's smart. You know, New Grand Arena or Tolveron would have been my choice. I definitely think that it is you know, a good choice. You know, spread it out a bit more. I think that's a pretty tough map for them to do much on, because you can get the gate, but then you're starting on top of your port, so there's not really anywhere for Snuts to port early on. So the only thing you can do is like Trinket the Pounce on gate and then try to set up a port there and kite away from it. But you know, you don't really get a good port to start that game off, unfortunately, because the map is so small and people are starting down, you know, on the ground. They're not starting up in the tube or whatever, so they can get to you even faster. So it makes it very, very tough, I think. All right, so here we go. Gonna be in the Grand Arena. Gates have opened. Will Toxic Youth be able to take another quick one? I mean, they went on Benruki the first game, the whole game they weren't able to kill him, and then they went on Snuts and they killed him instantly. So maybe Toxic Youth has figured it out. Maybe they just need to go on the Warlock, and we'll see if Snuts is going to be playing Bargain this game, and if Toxic Youth is just going to go on to Snuts, you know, that could be the decision for them this game, because worked out so well for them in game 2. They just got so much CC on Soda. They forced out so much, you know, so much defensively from Snuts and Soda and Benruki. You know, Soda had to Trinket instantly. Snuts had to use everything instantly, and you know, could be a much better choice to go on that Warlock. So we'll find out if Toxic Youth is going to go for that. It's tied 1-1 now between Toxic Youth in 2nd place here, and we're going to be starting this countdown off between Toxic Youth and 2nd place. Whoever takes this one is going to take the first best of 3, and then we're going to have to go back to the picks and the bans. Will Botar, Swapsy, and Knees be going for Snuts here? Was there a delay in the countdown? Oh, yeah, I guess they had to cancel it. Anyway, we'll see here. Well, they said match starting now, whatever. Anyway, here we go. Benruki charging in. He's going to throw down that Pet Nova. Pops out Swapsy immediately. Botar, though, going to be able to open up. It looks like he is going to go for Snuts. They're just going to do a repeat of game 2 here, or at least try to. There's the Blood Whore. Into the Fear, though, onto Botar, out of LOS. So Botar not getting that opener he wants. He just leaps right back to Snuts. So Snuts going to pour it out immediately. Good defensive play there from him. The Haunt's coming out now, trying to get that pressure rolling. Snuts probably needs the gate at this point, honestly. But the Deep Freeze comes in on Botar. He's going to Trinket that into the Howl of Terror. You know, Knees has the PI up. He's trying to do the best that he can to keep his team topped off here. Inner Focus has been popped from him as well. Snuts, though, getting so low, is going to be playing Bargain, and he uses it to survive there. Soda already having triggered, though, and the Bargain dot is going to be massive. They have to heal through this. If the Toxic Youth can connect while Dark Bargain is still ticking there, it could be big. Survival Instincts and Ursox popped from Botar. Well, Snuts wasn't even on him, so, I mean, maybe a bit of a waste there. Will he regret that? He's going to be put into the Psychic Stream. There's the MCS on the Knees. Swapsy into the Full Fear as well. Good CC coming out here from Snuts and Soda. There you see a nice roar onto Soda there from Botar. Botar, can he follow that up with a Clone perhaps, or a Treant Stun? They need to get some more CC onto Soda here if they want to finish off Snuts. But Botar, looking like he's in a lot of trouble, is in the middle of the map. 200k HP. Soda into the full clone. They're trying to get back to Snuts here. Knees doing a good job topping him off. We see healing cooldowns pop here by Snuts, but will it be enough? Snuts going to gate out at 100k HP. Soda trying to get back to him. Snuts going to pop into LOS. There's the Serenity heal coming out on the end of that Dark Regen, so it is going to be for more. We see the Deep Freeze comes out. There's the Sheep on the Knees as well. Do they have any more CC here for Soda? We can see the casting debuffs up on everyone. Silencing Shot comes in on Soda. This could be it for Snuts. Does he have a port? I'm not sure. He's at 100k HP. Kill shots may come in. There's the Life Swap. Snuts now trying to push forward with that Life Swap, trying to get something done here. Knees, though, coming out of the Fear, is going to be able to top his team back off, I feel. He still has his Trinket. Tranquility coming out here from Botar. Going to be able to top them back off. Nice play here from Toxic Youth. The Tranquility Hot should be stacked. Spirit Shell's being stacked up as well. Knees going to be feared off into the Ring of Frost. He's going to Trinket both. Blood Horror onto Botar there from Snuts. And Botar trying to get back to him. Deep Freeze comes out, though. He's going to be taking some damage. MCS on the Knees. Botar chasing after Snuts here once again. Silencing Shot on Snuts. Will he gate out? We see BM has been popped as well from Swapsy. Swapsy now trying to get the damage out. Botar going to be PS. He puts the clone onto Soda. And the gateway has been killed. There's no more gate for Snuts. He's in a lot of trouble. PS is about to expire, though. Could they get a kill on Botar? Botar very vulnerable here. 60k HP, may go down, 40k HP, full Sheep on the Knees. I think this is it. They're going to take him down, and 2nd place are going to claim victory here from the jaws of defeat. They're going to be able to take it 2-1 for 2nd place. First best of 3 goes to the Canadians. And that was a close one. Definitely a close game. Could have gone either way, but the picks and the ban's gonna have to be redone. I've got some tweets, people saying, you know, you're wrong. Jungle is countered by MLP and stuff like that. But guys, Toxic Youth can pick any comp that they want. Why would they? They knew that second place was going to be playing Jungle Cleave after the second ban. They wouldn't have picked. They wouldn't have picked Jungle Cleave if they thought that MLP countered it. They obviously think it's a good matchup. Otherwise, they wouldn't have picked it. That doesn't make any sense. You know, they knew that they were going to be playing MLP when they banned out when they picked Fenriky first. They banned out the Resto Druid. They obviously knew what was going to be going on there. So this is a setup that they can play and they're confident in. So it's obviously, you know, can go either way. But you know, the Toxic Youth is never going to pick a setup that they think is bad because they can pick every setup. They're never pigeonholed into anything. They can play any setup. So they can play every setup in the game, and Toxic Youth is almost never going to have a setup disadvantage in this tournament. That's their strength because they can run anything. That's what makes them such a scary team, because you have to be ready for every single matchup.